Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm doing a different kind of video. So I'm gonna share with you guys what my recommendations are for you to buy during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. Now, I haven't opened this catalog yet, and so I have no idea. I haven't looked online, so I thought it'd be fun for you guys to see my reactions to what they have on sale. So I'm gonna share things that I've tried that I love, but I'm also gonna share things that I've never tried that I'm probably going to buy during this sale. So, before I get started, I want to mention Ebates. No, it's not sponsored by them. I've done sponsored videos with them, but I wanna mention it for 5 seconds. Ebates, you get cash back. The thing is, like, when you shop online, you literally just click on Ebates, type in Ulta, go to Ulta, and you're gonna get cash back for whatever you're buying. So it's like the quickest, easiest way to get, like, sometimes if it's a smaller order, you might get a couple dollars. If you're spending $50, $100, you're getting way more than that. It's the easiest thing. The reason I mention it is because I've been using it for years. I have a referral link. I'm always honest with you guys. If you don't want to use the referral link, I will also link just regular ebates.com. You can choose which one you want to use, but it's amazing. I totally recommend it. Let's get into it. It's always exciting, like opening the first page, I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so March 19th, which is tomorrow, right? Yes, March 19th, which is the Sunday, the first day. Too Faced Love Flush Blush in the Philosophy Micro Delivery. I've tried the Love Flush blushes. They're $13. They're all right. I mean, they're not bad by any means, but I feel like you could get drugstore ones for, you know, a little bit cheaper and they're about the same. They're okay. I've never tried the Philosophy Exfoliating Wash. March 20th, the Lorac Perfection Powder is $16.50. I've never tried that as well, but I've heard pretty good things about Lorac powder, so that's one I'm thinking about buying. March 21st is the Bare Minerals, all of their primers. I've never tried their primers, but I feel like I break out from a lot of Bare Minerals products. So if you know if you have a similar skin type to me, I don't have very sensitive skin. I do have dry skin, but I feel like the Laura Geller baked products break me out, and Bare Minerals products oftentimes, not all of them, but some of their products break me out. So if you're like me, I don't know. But those are way cheaper. I mean, a lot of these are obviously like 50% off. Next one, March 22nd, is the Buxom Full-On Lip Creams. They're only $10 freaking dollars. I'm gonna buy at least 1 or 2 shades. I love White Russians, like their cult classic, but the thing about their full-on lip creams is they're really pigmented, but they're still glossy, and they give you this tingling sensation, and they smell like coffee cake and vanilla, and they're just so amazing. And I love, like, they have like frosted glass packaging. They're beautiful. They feel high-end. I haven't owned one in a while. I used to only own White Russian, but it got really old and I didn't use it up because I've got a million lip glosses. But those are ones I'm definitely gonna buy some from. I totally recommend for $10. I mean, that's getting close to drugstore prices. All right, March 23rd, the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliners. Those are so good. They're very, very creamy, absolutely like waterproof. I'm gonna get one. They're $11, regularly $22. I'm probably gonna buy one in black. I've had the other colors. I've had the gold, which is absolutely gorgeous if you like gold liner, maybe on your lower lash line, wherever you like it. They really don't move. And I love Stila liners. I love the liquid eyeliner from Stila. They're Stay All Day. I just actually literally today ordered online my like 8th one of those. I love it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna get the black one there. They have the Clarisonic Mia 2 for $129. It's only $4 off. I own like 2 of the Clarisonic ones and I just don't use it every night. I just don't. I like them, but I think they're expensive and you can get cheaper versions. March 24th, the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Pencil. I've tried that before, it's pretty good. The thing is, it's universal because, like, if you press harder, it's darker. If you press lighter, it's okay. Like, if you've never tried brows, it might be good for you because you can get different versions of it, but I've owned a couple and I never really reached for them. I was never really that impressed with it. And I love IT Cosmetics. I'm gonna kind of skip through because this is gonna take forever. March 25th is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. That's okay. It's $10 if you're dying to try it. I know a lot of people love it. I didn't love it, and I like really volumized, curled, separated lashes, and I didn't really love it. Continuing on, one of my favorites on March 26th is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and it's only gonna be $19 freaking dollars, originally $38. I bought that full price and I love that primer. It gives you this beautiful, kind of like glimmery. I mean, make no mistake that it's kind of glimmery, not glittery, but just kind of nice and glowy. but you can put it all over, and it just, if you put it under your foundation, it is so beautiful. It makes you look like you're lit from within. I love it. 100% recommend buying. I wish I would have waited to buy it now. March 27th, they have IT Cosmetic brushes. I love IT Cosmetic brushes. Some of them are way too dense, and so I don't use them. This is their Airbrush Smoothing Foundation Brush for 11 bucks. Their brushes are really good, so if you're needing one like that. March 28th, I actually might buy this. This is the Tarte Man Eater eyeliner for only 10 bucks. I've heard it's really, really creamy black, which I love, so I might end up buying that. March 29th, Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten, 14 bucks. You can get those for around that same price on HauteLook, because HauteLook always has 50% off of products, and so when the brand comes on, like they just had Stila on there, they have a lot of stuff for like really, really cheap. Those break me out. I won't buy it, but they're really nice. My mom loves those products. She loves those blushes because they are a beautiful flush on the skin. They blend well, they look natural, but beautiful. Future Jessie here. I later learned that this IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette is also part of the sale this day. And this palette is gorgeous. It's really pigmented. It blends beautifully. I ended up decluttering it because I wasn't reaching for it. But if these shades speak to you, then I would totally recommend it. Absolutely nice palette. Next day, March 30th, the Benefit They're Real Tinted Lash Primer. Now, I actually own this currently. It didn't really do that much. Like, it was an extra step in my regimen for the tinted lash primer that really didn't make my lashes any better. I feel like I've tried other primers that were a little bit better, like the L'Oreal White Primer I was pretty impressed with. But I just don't use lash primers very often because it's an extra step that if the mascara is really good, it does what it needs to do without the help of a primer. So I like that it's tinted because then there's no white that shows through, but even for $12, I mean, if you're not really into that, I don't think you need it. Or if you have a mascara that you already love, it's not gonna really amp it up any more than it already does. Next day, March 31st, is the Smashbox Primer Water. I'm probably gonna buy that. I'm dying to try that. I own like all kinds of different setting sprays and primers and stuff, but I really like Smashbox primers, but I've never tried their primer water. So that's kind of on my radar. It's been on my wish list for a while. And for $16 instead of $32, I'm probably just gonna bite the bullet and do it. Next day, Mario Badescu is 25% off. I love their drying lotion for like spot treatments. It's a very strong treatment and some people absolutely hate it. I need to get it again. I bought mine on HauteLook for half off as well, but their drying lotion is great. You dip it, you don't shake it up, and it separates naturally. So you dip like a Q-tip in it and you put it on just like little pimples you have. It dries it overnight. It is wild. Very strong. You don't want to use it all the time, but when you've got one of those like under the skin pimples that you're like, oh my gosh, it's going to be 5 days before it finally is a regular pimple and it hurts, that's when you want the drying lotion. That stuff is amazing. Continuing on, Urban Decay Perversion Mascara is $11 on April 2nd, and the Shiseido eyelash curler is only $10. That Shiseido eyelash curler has been on my wish list too. I think I'm gonna finally buy it. The Urban Decay Perversion Mascara for 11 bucks. I've never tried it. I've heard really good things, so I might buy it if I'm already buying the curler. Also, future Jessie here. So I later learned that the Lorac Unzipped Gold and the Original are also 50% off if you're a Platinum member. Totally recommend, probably gonna buy. Anyway, next, I'm skipping through. April 4th, the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. I did not like that. It was very splotchy on my face, and I like a lot of Pure Cosmetics products. I love their eyeshadows. I love their Pure, like little, there's a puppy beagle. Okay, calm down, Jess. Anyway, so I don't recommend it. I can't put my stamp of approval. I have dry skin, and I didn't notice that it necessarily illuminated dry skin from what I remember, but they sent me like 4 shades, and I did not like it. Skipping through, on April 7th, they have the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush or Highlighter for $14 freaking dollars. Now, here's my 2 cents on those. They're worth the money, but like, they're not the kind of blush that you swatch and you're like, wow. They're the kind of blush that you apply and you're like, beautiful. They sent me like their entire collection. I actually have none in my collection currently because I found that there were no shades that I really felt strongly about. And so over time, I ended up getting rid of all of them. I kind of wish I kept one maybe to be able to show you right now, but they're really good and they do stay all day. It's just, I just haven't found that one it shade for me. Holy moly, April 8th, the Anastasia Brow Wiz is $10.50. Buy it. I will be buying a backup for myself of the medium brown. Now, for me, I can absolutely use the Brow Wiz for my entire brow, but I end up grabbing that. Like, I'll use more of a thicker brow pencil or a pomade, and then I'll use the Brow Wiz to get like the tail of my brow or maybe to fill in just little sparse areas. You could absolutely use it for your entire brow. I mean, I've done that a million times as well. It is so good. The shade range is perfect. Everyone I know that uses that has been able to find a perfect shade for them. So they also have these hot buys, which is every single day of these 21 days. These are always on sale, but I would recommend, some of them will sell out. So I would recommend buy them like day 1 or 2. So they have the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Matte Liquid Lip Colors. Those are $12. Those are okay. They're a comfortable matte liquid lip, but they are not a traditional matte liquid lip where they're like crazy, like thick and pigmented and they dry down. They're very different. They're comfortable. They're a little more natural. So if that's what you're into, you'd like them. They sent me every single shade. I don't really reach for them. They're just not my favorite. If I'm wanting that kind of a thing, I'm gonna reach for like my NARS Velvet Lip Glide. I freaking love these. That's what I'm wearing on my lips today. I'm wearing it in Playpen. They have the Tarte Maracuja Oil for $25. I've never tried that. I might think about it. They have the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Confidence Creamy Powder Foundation for $21. I might think about that. I really haven't heard anything about that. Skipping through, the Laura Geller Spackle Collection is $19. They have the Spackle Mist and their Spackle Under Makeup Primer. I tried both. They're okay. I know the Spackle Mist is pretty highly rated on the Beautypedia website, which kind of rates things according to skincare ingredients. So that is nice if you're into that. The Fiona Styles Light Illusion Prism Palette is 16 bucks. I might think about that. I've never tried Fiona Styles. I know Tati loves Fiona Styles. She talks about it all the time. So I might think about that. The Smashbox Photo Matte Eyes Palette is originally $49. It'll be $29. It's got a lot of colors in there. And I have to admit, I've not really loved Smashbox eyeshadows because I tried their full exposure and it was just, I did not like it. I returned it. But then I got their double exposure and I like that one way more. So I might think about it. I don't really need it, so I might not spend the $30. Benefit has their Real Push-Up Liner, but it says it's $12, but you have to purchase a full size of their Real Black Mascara. So it's not really, I mean, it's a good deal, but only if you're wanting both. I've tried their push-up liner and it just crumbled all over the place. I don't know if I got a bad batch or what, but I was not very impressed. So those are all of my recommendations and things that I'm probably gonna go and buy on my own during this huge sale. I'm so excited. These sales are so exciting, but this is the first time I've ever done a video of just about it. I've done videos similar where like for Black Friday, I'll talk about the Sephora and Ulta deals that they have, but I've never done it for this. So if you enjoy this kind of video, let me know. I would love to do it every time they do their 21 Days of Beauty. And other than that, I hope you'll subscribe in the meantime and say hi on my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.